The Real Housewives franchise may be one of Bravo's most popular series, but there are still plenty of opportunities for the once small show to expand even further. From The Real Housewives of Orange County to The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, there have been plenty of cities showcased throughout the popular franchise. From cast trips to quick getaways back home, dozens of places across America have been featured since the franchise kicked off in 2006, with The Real Housewives now a global phenomenon and pop culture hub more than ever before. While the Real Housewives franchise was established in the United States, it has since expanded to many countries like the United Kingdom, South Africa, Australia, and the UAE. Although The Real Housewives of Dubai and other international series didn't gather as big of a reaction as Bravo executives thought, there are plenty of other cities that The Real Housewives franchise could still expand to. While Reddit user u_pale_beginning_5665 proposed that the franchise could expand from California and up the West Coast to the rainy hub of Seattle, dozens of other potential locations were quickly mentioned in response. Seattle, Washington, USA. Like Reddit user u_pale_beginning_5665, several others agree that the Real Housewives franchise could easily find a home in Seattle, especially as the city is known for being technologically advanced. I don't think people really know the rich in Seattle or how they spend their time every day and on what, one person reasoned, while another replied, the Seattle freeze could either be amazing or painful to watch. On the other hand, however, other Reddit users argue that a Seattle series could produce unlikable and unmemorable Real Housewives stars who fail to bring the drama and entertainment, like one Bravo viewer who quipped, "I went college in Seattle and stayed there for a while after and it would be boring AF." Chicago, Illinois, USA. While Seattle has been debated among Real Housewives fans, a strong majority believe that the Windy City would be a perfect place to expand the franchise to. Chicago. All the biggest personalities in my life live there, I don't get it, one Reddit user wrote, although others reason, I do think Chicago lacks in a distinct culture, but there is a ton of wealth, so there might be something. Nevertheless, if The Real Housewives of Chicago ever comes to fruition, some fans think that former housewife Kimberly Bryant could always return after she moved to the area. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's Meredith Marks also grew up in Chicago and has a sister, Myra Ruttenberg, who still resides there. New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. Is one of the busiest and liveliest cities across the United States. Many Real Housewives fans are surprised that the franchise still hasn't expanded to Louisiana. You know they will be drinking, because it's New Orleans, it's what we do. It would be amusing to see what these women do when they are drunk, one Reddit user commented, while another mentioned, New Orleans would be very intriguing. So much history and lore in the city. Several Real Housewives fans also mentioned one of many Bravo's Southern Charm spin-offs, Southern Charm New Orleans, which briefly aired for 2 seasons in 2018 and 2019 after the success of Southern Charm. Detroit, Michigan, USA. While the Real Housewives franchise has generally only filmed on the coasts of the United States, there are plenty of inland areas that are just as wealthy and dramatic as Michigan's largest city. Honestly, Metro Detroit would be wild, one Reddit user wrote, and mentioned several communities that could be filmed like Grosse Pointe, Bloomfield Hills, and Dearborn, where Big Brother winner Dan Gieseling is from. I've only visited, but I have friends in those communities and couldn't believe the wealth and the houses. Plus I am just on my knees begging for a Midwestern franchise, another fan replied. Dan isn't the only reality star from the area either, as the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore grew up in Detroit before she eventually relocated to Georgia. Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Although what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas, is a popular catchphrase, many Bravo followers think that an expansion to Nevada's capital is long overdue. Las Vegas would be very messy and I'd love to see it, one Reddit user reasoned, while another Real Housewives fan commented, Vegas would be amazing, there would be so much content to film with all the weird **** you can do in Vegas. As for potential Las Vegas housewives, while several people mentioned that the city is full of trophy wives, 3 names that immediately stuck out and would bring in millions of viewers would be none other than Kody Brown's ex-wives Mary, Janelle, and Christine, as all 3 sister wives stars own houses in the area. With enough drama between the 2 series, there's no doubt that a Real Housewives and Sister Wives crossover would take over the internet. Honolulu, Hawaii, USA. While housewives usually travel outside the continental United States to vacation, several fans think that the capital of Hawaii would be a great place to expand the franchise. I would take a Real Housewives of Hawaii with some tropical drama, one person expressed, while another Real Housewives fan agreed, but with the stipulation, Hawaii but real Hawaiians. People that grew up there, not flew there. While the idea of Honolulu and other locations being a part of the Real Housewives franchise is interesting after Hawaii was featured on RHOBH Season 2, however, it's a proposal that, like Seattle, isn't approved by everyone. Would the attention be wanted? One Reddit user inquired, while another reasoned, Hawaiians take way too much pride in their land and who they are to sell out for TV. Mexico City, Mexico. Several seasons of The Real Housewives have featured cast trips to Mexican cities and resorts like Punta Mita and Cancun, but one area that Bravo has yet to explore is Mexico's capital, Mexico City. Mexico City. I was loving the cast of kooky characters Bravo found for Mexican dynasties. One Reddit user proposed as a new Real Housewives series, like Southern Charm New Orleans. Mexican dynasties briefly followed affluent families for one season in 2019, but has yet to be renewed since. Mexico City is huge and there is so much wealth and fame-hungry people there it should be easy to cast, another Real Housewives fan wrote, while a third person who lives in the city revealed, I live amongst these uber-wealthy Latinas and these are over the top made for prime-time fiesta crazy. Rome, Italy. Last but not least, while several international series like The Real Housewives of Durban and The Real Housewives of Melbourne may not be so popular in the United States, one country that hosts housewives that could easily provide the entertainment viewers crave is Italy. I'd love to see a Rome or Paris version, one Reddit user suggested. While Bravo did release the Emily in Paris-inspired spin-off Real Girlfriends in Paris in late 2022, it's not hard to understand why the Real Housewives franchise could find major success in Rome. In addition to thousands of years of rich history, famous landmarks, and beautiful architecture, Rome, being the home of some of the world's most luxurious brands, is the cherry on top as to why the Italian city would be a good addition to the Real Housewives franchise. Source: U_pale_beginning_5665, Reddit.
With a gentle touch you tell me what all love I have to share. It must be 'cause you are what I own you. Only you do know, you do know, you do know. Oh, you do know the Paris. Still moving, still sad. Thought to move, what went wrong? Have sat there low out of the wind. What if you could bring them down? If